Hello SkySlopers! In this video, we'll walk you through how to place signature blocks onto a document in DigiSign. We've already uploaded our documents, added our signers, and now we're on the document tagging page. The list of block options is in the toolbar at the top of the page, and we're going to start by adding a checkbox first. To place the checkbox, click on that option from the toolbar, then click, hold, and drag to draw a custom-sized checkbox that matches your document. Double-click in the box to check it, or select the Checked by Default option in the left column. If you don't want the signers to be able to uncheck the box while signing, check the Read Only option. This makes it so that the checkbox can't be edited. One of the most helpful tools when placing blocks is the Copy and Paste function. You can click on a checkbox to select it, and then click Copy and Paste, and the checkbox will be duplicated. I'm going to drag this checkbox over to where I need it. Both of those checkboxes will now have the same appearance and the same properties. Scrolling down to the top of page 2, I see an edit that needs to be made. My listing date on here is incorrect, so I'm going to use the strike through tool and draw a line on the document to cross out the incorrect date. Now that I've removed the incorrect date, I can use the text field option to add a text box onto the document that I can type into. Click and drag to create the text box and then type the text into the left column. I'm going to enter the correct listing date and then select the Read Only option so that this text can't be edited during the signing process. Now I'll use the Copy and Paste tool to duplicate the text box and enter in the end of the listing period. From here, we'll jump down to page 4 where we have some more text we need to enter. I'm going to select the text field option from the toolbar and click, hold, and drag to create a text box on the document. I have some text saved that I'm going to copy and paste into the text area. Then we can resize the text box, which will also resize the text and make it better match the text on the document. And again, I'll set this box to read only so that the text can't be changed. The section beneath is actually a section I need my signers to fill out. So I'm going to use Copy and Paste to create a text box that's the same size, drag it to the correct area, and then uncheck the Read Only option and remove the text. This makes it so that it's a blank text box for my sellers to fill in. Now we'll go to the next page where I have some pricing details I need my sellers to fill in as well. On line 225, I'm going to add another text field, and I'll leave this one as is to allow them to fill it in. On line 227, there are 5 different financing options, and my sellers will need to select the one they accept. For this, we need to create a checkbox group. To start, select Checkbox from the toolbar, and place the first checkbox onto the document for the first option. Next, you'll click the plus icon to add a second checkbox. Then double-click that checkbox so you can move it to a new location. Continue clicking the plus icon and rearranging the checkboxes until you've added a checkbox for each option. Now that we've created the checkbox group, we need to set the rules for that group. Since the sellers need to select the one option they'll accept, we'll set the rules to select exactly one. We're going to need a text box to allow them to fill in the other option, so I will copy and paste my previously added text box to save myself some time. From here, we're going to jump down to page 10, which is our signature page, and the final page of our listing contract. First, we'll use the signature option, and then click, hold, and drag to create a custom-sized signature block for our first seller. Next, we'll use the date option to autofill the date the document is signed. And then we will create and then copy and paste some text fields to fill in the street address, phone number, and email address. Once we've added all the fields for the first seller, we can use the Select tool to select all of those blocks and then copy and paste to duplicate them as a group. Then we can simply drag them down to the location for the second seller and use the drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner to change who's assigned to that spot. Once you've placed all of the blocks you need onto your document, click on the Send button in the lower right corner. Now you can enter in a message to include with the signer's email invitation to sign, and when you're done, click Send for signatures. And just like that, you've placed all your blocks and sent your documents off for signatures. If you have any other questions about placing DigiSign blocks, just reach out to our 24/7 support team. Happy SkySloping!